Hello and welcome, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Welcome to another week ahead TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. We are doing the week of the 24th to the 30th of April, and I am again doing things a little bit differently, hoping to give you some awesome guidance for the week ahead. I have got an oracle deck and I have got my tarot tiles. The oracle deck that I'm working with is the Enchanted Map Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid, one of my favorites, especially since she has updated it and modified the artwork ever so slightly. And these are just ordinary tarot cards that have been placed into resin, something I did as a hobby. And yeah, let's see what message comes through. I'm going to move this just off camera ever so slightly, and let's get started with the oracle. So fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. As I'm shuffling these cards, we're asking for a theme for the week ahead. What is the general theme that you can look forward to, that you can expect for the week of the 24th to the 30th of April 2023? And once I've drawn a single card, we're going to toss some tarot tiles over it for clarity, guidance, and further insight. Right, cards are shuffled, cut, taking a card off the top. Simple as that. Let's have a look and see what we have. So we have got card number 54, which is the card of encouragement. And here we have the mommy giraffe. And if you know me, you will know that out of all the animals in this beautiful planet of ours, giraffes are my absolute favorite. So I always get super excited when this card comes out. Always super excited. So we've got the mommy giraffe giving encouragement to her newly born baby giraffe. And the message that I get from this, I have not read the guidebook actually, so I don't know what the guidebook says. I'm not a guidebook reader. I am an intuitive reader. And immediately what I get from this is understanding that sometimes even us fire signs need a little bit of encouragement, that sometimes us fire signs find things all a little bit difficult, a little bit challenging. And even though we are super confident and brave enough and courageous enough to do things on our own, that sometimes we need a little bit of encouragement to do it in a different way, or just to do it full stop. Okay, so it's about the recognizing and acknowledging that you need to receive a little bit of encouragement, but it could also be the fact that you need to possibly be giving a little bit of encouragement to those people in your life. Let's shuffle and draw some tarot to add on top of that. So I am going to smush these around, grab a handful and drop them on, and we look at to see what lands, where it lands, how it lands, and the actual card itself in order to understand the message. So I'm going to give them a shuffle. It can be, I don't know, sometimes the camera picks it up and sometimes it doesn't, but it may be a little bit noisy, and then let's see the message that comes through with encouragement. So I'm giving it a bit of a shuffle. I'm sorry if it is loud. Grabbing just a few of them. Okay, apparently I only dropped 3, and one has off here, one is off there. I feel like I need a bit more. So let me just grab another 2. Okay, done. So this one I'm just pulling into camera. This one I'm pulling into camera shot. So we've got 2 that are face up and we've got 3 that are face down. So whenever I do tarot charms like this, actually want to move just completely off camera just to give me a bit of space, I always look at the face up ones first and the face down ones. So these are, like, to me, are important, and these are less important. They're still relevant but less important, so I want to look at these 2 first. I also then start with the one that is closest to or touching as more significant, less significant. So the order we're going to read is that one, and then we're going to do those 3 coming down. We have a theme of encouragement, and if we have a look at the first tarot that we have, it is the 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles, fire signs, is basically saying to you, patience. All right, it's saying to you that you need to understand that not everything happens instantly, not everything happens overnight, that sometimes, and that's where encouragement is coming into it, because sometimes we need to be consistent, we need to pitch up every day, we need to be there, rock up every day, and we need to be consistent in our activities and our actions in order to secure a good outcome. So it is telling you that nothing happens overnight. You reap what you sow, but it does take a little bit of time. You cannot plant a seed today and expect a ripe fruit tomorrow. Everything is going to take a little bit of time, so patience is needed. And I know it's difficult because, let's be honest, we're not we're not overly patient, are we? Right, and then the card we have at the top here is the King of Pentacles. So the patience that is needed, the encouragement that Spirit are giving us to be patient, is to understand the longevity of our finances, of our projects, of the things that we're actively busy with. King of Pentacles sitting in the top there, and he is actually sitting upside down, so I will turn him around. Let me show you quickly, and then I'll put him back into his space. So King of Pentacles, these cards, you can see they're literally the size of my thumb. They're tiny, tiny, tiny. So King of Pentacles at the top there is basically saying to you that you need to stay in control of your actions, of your activity, of your projects, of the things that you're doing, of your material possessions, of the stuff that you have, and understand that not everything is going to manifest or turn around or become what you need it to instantly. Everything is going to take a little bit of time. But the fact that this is, again, further away from encouragement is also Spirit saying to you that, even though this is for 1 week, of the 24th to the 30th of April, we need to understand that our patience is going to need to extend beyond that, okay? So whatever project you're working on, whatever stuff you're trying to do for yourself, don't expect quick turnaround, because this is telling you now that you're not going to have any quick turnaround. All right, I want to look at these 3 cards next to see what message they bring. So as I said to you, I want to start with this one that's right here in the middle. And here we have, oh, look, we've got the Queen of Swords. Let me see if I can get her a bit closer. Queen of Swords. So Queen of Swords is quite fabulous because she is a take no nonsense kind of person. It's just the best way to describe her. She takes no nonsense. She says what's on her mind. She understands the difference between right and wrong. There's no maybe, there's no ifs, buts, and maybes with her. She is all about, this is the truth, this is the way I want it, not negotiable, okay? And let's be honest, fire signs, we tend to be a little bit like that. We can be Queen of Swords from time to time. We can be the kind of person who is so determined and focused on what it is that we want, and we're not open to negotiation. So the fact that she's the first one that we're looking at, even though she is less significant than our patience for our long-term goals and projects, but she's also saying that we need to maybe, and this is where the encouragement is coming from, we need to maybe recognize how Queen of Swords we can be, and maybe we need a little bit of encouragement to just soften on that, because understanding that being that way is not going to speed up the process. It's not going to change anything. So why be that much more assertive when you don't need to be, when actually just a little bit of patience and kindness is going to get you so much further. And the next one we have, there we go, is the Nine of Swords, which is the card of stress and anxiety. The Nine of Swords is the card that says that sometimes everything just becomes a little bit too much, a little bit chaotic, and a little bit frightening. Nine of Swords is the card that also says that if we continue being so focused and so determined and so Queen of Swords, it's going to get us into this place where only thing that we experience is stress and anxiety, because we need to be patient around all our activities, projects, and circumstances, and understand that our things are not going to change overnight instantly. And if we want to save ourselves unnecessary pain and headache, we need to be less assertive and less concerned around that, and understand that even though things are not happening as quickly as we may like them to or want them to, we need to understand that things are taking place. It is going to happen. It's just happening a lot slower than we anticipated. And fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sag, our final tarot card is upside down again. It is the Six of Cups. All right. So the Six of Cups is a lovely little card, because the Six of Cups is saying to you, think back to how things used to be. Reminisce and think back to how things used to be, and to understand that we need to learn from our past mistakes, our past successes, our past activities, because it's the past that determines the future. So the Six of Cups is basically telling you that if you think back to when you've had, and I'm pointing to both of these 2 cards, let me hide my thumb, pointing to both of these 2 cards. If we think back to a time before where we had success, where we had things working out, where life was pretty awesome, we understand that things happened in their own time, and all we had to do was give positive encouragement, and everything sort of worked out the way it needs to. So you need to think back, because right now you're pushing too hard, which is giving you unnecessary stress that nobody needs. So to wrap this up, fire signs, Spirit is saying to you for this week, for the week of the 24th to the 30th of April 2023, we need to understand that things are moving at an incredibly slow pace, okay? Slower than we would like, slower than we would want. And even though we feel quite confident about what we're able to do and achieve, we need to understand that there is no amount of pushing that is going to bring it about any quicker. We need to trust that things will happen in their own time, and we need to trust that we have control over our energy, our resources, the what, the who, the how, and the when. If we keep pushing, it's going to lead us to stress. And if we think back to times in the past, we'll see the stress that we've been under and how much we pushed that caused the stress. And hopefully we will learn that this time around, patience will pay off. And this is the encouragement, the motivation, and the confidence, or the message that Spirit are giving all of us, Aries, Leo, and Sag, for the week ahead. So I'm going to say to you, as I finish off, less is more. For the week ahead, fire signs, less is more. Try not push too hard this week. Remember to be positive. Remember to be encouraging of yourself and those around you, and to believe and to trust that everything will happen the way that it needs to in its own time. All right. Much love and many blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care, friends.